Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Dr. Dre and Nicole Young. They finally settled the money portion of their divorce. They said Dr. Dre is extremely happy with the settlement. I'm not sure how Nicole Young feels, but overall, in my opinion, she got $100 million and some other stuff. I think it's fair. So there's a little disagreement on how much Dr. Dre is actually worth. I've been hearing that he's worth at least $1 billion, but in the court records, that's not what is noted. Okay, it's about $500 million, which is 500 million. But who knows? Did Dr. Dre hide some money in some assets, just so that when they do the settlement, Nicole couldn't get but so much because reportedly he only had but so much. Who knows? We'll never know. And maybe that's what Nicole Young was kind of fighting, saying that, he was trying to hide money and make sure that she doesn't get what's really due to her. So she got 1/5 of the money that he claimed to have, okay? And so that's why she got this 100 million. Out of the 500, and I'm rounding it up, that he claimed on record that he has, all of it is not liquid cash, okay? So they said in liquid cash he has about 187 million, and if for her to get 100 million of that, that would be more than half of the liquid cash that he owns or has. And maybe that is why they said, they're allowing him to give her 50 million this year and 50 million next year. I don't know what date she gets her other 50 million, but that is the settlement. So how many homes do they have? I could not find on record how many homes they have, but I do know that in the settlement, he's keeping 7 of the homes, including the 100 million. And see, guys, that's where part of his net worth is too. Okay, including the 100 million Brentwood mansion that they used to live in as husband and wife. Dre is getting to keep that. They must have a ton of cars because he's keeping. Let me just double check this. He's keeping 6 of them and she's getting 4, so they have 10 cars. Which, why would one couple need 10 cars? Who knows? But I guess when you're uber rich, you got to spend your money on something, and they spent it on houses and cars. Okay, whatever jewelry, cash, and bank accounts that she maintained herself during the marriage, she gets to keep all of that. They have some storage units with stuff in it from the different homes that they had over the years. Whatever is in the storage units that belong to Nicole, she gets to keep those particular items also. He does not have to pay her lawyer fees. He does not have to pay her spousal support. And because the children are good and grown, he does not have to pay any child support. So what do I feel overall? Because I've been commentating on Dr. Dre and Nicole Young divorce for a while. What do I feel about this overall, about their situation, about the $100 million she got, and whatever else she got? Now, before I get into my thoughts, let me say this. I will say that sources claim that if Nicole Young would have settled this divorce, earlier or last year, she would have fared off much, much better. So here's the thing with that. You never know if you take the first settlement that someone's offering you, is it going to be the best, or should you fight because you know that this person is hiding assets, hiding money, and you're hoping that your lawyers discover the hidden funds? And if they do, you know that you would get more. Should you hold out? You never know. So, but either way, like I said, people are saying if she would have held out, she would have did better and got more. $100 million is not a bad deal. So, my thoughts on this and how do I feel about Nicole and Dr. Dre. Um, First, I'll say with the prenup. if he truly did tear up this prenup, which I feel he did, he's wrong for not trying to do right by someone that was his wife for 24 years and who gave birth to two of his children. If he has more, should he have given her more? Yes. But I also do feel like what goes around comes around. So if he did try to cheat her, it will come back to him. As far as I'm concerned with Nicole, I think no matter how much money Nicole would have gotten from this divorce, it still wasn't going to mend her broken heart. I think that she endured a lot during the marriage, but she signed up for that. When she met Dre, Dre had some issues, and I think, can people change? Absolutely, people can change. But she claimed that some of the things that women have claimed that Dre have done to them in the past, she claimed some of those same things. So did he change? Didn't he change? Only Dr. Dre and those that are involved with him truly know. So I think this was more than just a money thing with Nicole Young. I think she wanted a certain amount of money because she wanted him to feel the wrath of everything he did to her, and she felt the best way that he can feel it is if she get a good portion of his money. And maybe, yes, she really did want the money. We're never going to know unless she does an interview and decides to tell us. But overall, $100 million is fair. 4 cars is fair. Whatever property she is getting out of this divorce settlement, it's fair. And if I were her, I would get those particular properties, put them up for sale. I would not personally keep all 4 of these cars because the lifestyle that she is used to living, $100 million sounds like a whole bunch of money to me. But when you are used to doing private jets, buying whatever you want, whenever you want, and doing whatever you want, anytime you want, $50 million, if you don't have a constant flow of millions and millions coming in, if you're not careful, it can be gone in a blink of an eye. Dre is the fortunate one because he still has earning potential to make millions just like that, because he was the talent in the relationship where she was not. So she's going to have to be very careful with her spending, how she spends it, how she saves, make sure she doesn't get scammed by anyone. I wish her well. So there you have it, guys. That's my thought on it. The prenup did not, the prenup held up. That's what I want to say. The prenup held up apparently because in the state that they live in California, a wife of 24 years would have definitely been entitled to half of everything had they not had a prenup. So how do you feel about prenups, and would you ever sign one? My feelings on them is, if I was very young and I met someone in my 20s and we got married and we're growing together, no, I would not sign a prenup, because I'd be like, listen, you know me. We started out with zero and we're going to build our life up together. So whatever we build up together in this relationship, if there is a demise, we should split it 50-50. But at this stage in my life, if I were to meet someone and that person was worth millions or billions, would I sign a prenup? Absolutely I would, because I wouldn't want that person to think that the only reason why I'm getting with you or I want to be with you is is for your money. However, when I say sign a prenup, I would sign a prenup that would be fair to me. You're not going to leave me destitute in the corner begging for bread if this relationship does end up in divorce. There's no way. We're not doing that. I gotta have, maybe, a nice condo, a nice townhouse, Leave me with a car. Leave me with enough money to live the rest of my life out nicely. And if you have to give me spousal support for the rest of my life, then that's how you write up the prenup. But do I need to take 90% of your money when I leave? No. Do I necessarily need to take 50% of your money? It depends on if maybe we did something when we got together that helped you earn that money or more, then yes. But if it was all your money before I got with you, you can keep most of your money, but make sure I'm good when we're done. Anyway, guys, how do you feel about prenups? How do you feel about Nicole Young's settlement? Do you think it is fair? And do you think that Dre did tell her, or did tear up this prenup in front of her? And do you think the judge or, whomever should have looked at that a little more closely and, did whatever accordingly? But I will say this too. Shame on Nicole Young. You should have been smarter than that. You actually signed a prenup. So if he said to you that I don't want this prenup anymore, I trust you, you should have went to the proper people, got it notarized and said, okay, we're going to null and void this particular prenup. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will definitely chat back. And don't forget to hit the like button.